versus the Griffins.
Sorry.
And if I was to guess, the Griffins will be serving first with Gould.
Let's go, get it started.
Row. And that is correct. And Jada Hawkins has checked in for Amanda Schaffner. First ball is in. Hastings to Gould, to Cadell. She puts it over. Griffins send it back. Hastings. And somebody's being called for going in the net or crossing the line. And that goes against Feast. That's point. Griffin, 1-0. Serve receive error by the Patriots. Looks like they're going to get settled down and be ready for the next serve. Got some communication in the back row going on. You take short, you take long. And here it comes. Hastings to Gould, sends it way over to Cadell.
There you go.
On the outside, and she slams it down. And that's a kill for Cadell.
Let's go.
She's just an
Let's go,
outstanding player and a senior at that. Really good leadership on the court. Liberty Gould back to serve for the Patriots. It's 1 serving 2.
Good hands.
A block. Den picked up the tip. They touched it. That was a block. Well, it looked like one. We're wanting a block. We didn't get it. So refs calling 4 on Feast. Not sure that I agree with that, but he's on top of the net and I'm not. Griffins serve. And that was landed in. I didn't look because I've got too much stuff in front of me, but apparently it was either on the line or just in.
All right, let's go.
Griffins back to serve. It is 4 Griffins serving Feast 1. Hawkins to Gould to Hanson. She sends that one. That one sails a little high. I think that set, if she could do it over again, that set was a little bit behind her shoulder. Natural for that ball to go high when it's back behind your shoulder like that. Hawkins to Gould. She back sets to Cadell, who tips it over. Smart play. Takes advantage of the blockers. There was a big gap between the blockers, and she just tips it right between them. There's nobody back there.
Let's go, Ashton. Come on.
Pick that up for the Griffins. And that's a point. Patriots. Patriots 2, serving the Griffins 5. These Patriots and the great heart Northern Oaks Griffins.
There you go.
Blocked by Reitman and Hanson. They're up there to grab that one, no problem. Beautiful block.
Let's go, Ashton.
Results
Keep
in
it
a
rolling.
kill.
Let's go.
Cadell's back to serve. Ball's up and over. Good serve. Just tips over the net. A block picked up by Reitman.
There you go.
Beautiful save. She was ready. And another block by Hanson, and that one's going down. That's a point. Patriots. Patriots 4, serving Griffins 5. And your Patriots have settled into this game. They're ready to play now. No more mistakes. Cadell sends it over. Beautiful serve. It's coming from the Griffins. Hawkins to Gould, who sets up Hanson. That's a tip, and that ball's out. If the ref wasn't going to call it, I was. That ball got tipped right there at the line and went way out. Cadell back to serve. It's 5 serving 5. A tip. Gould to Hawkins, who sets up Reitman. She puts it over and puts a little too much on it. Again, that ball looked like it was a little bit back behind her shoulder. She purposely let off. You could tell she didn't hit it as hard as she wanted to, but it still sailed out. Cadell to Gould to Hanson, showing her athleticism. She tips that over. That set was really not where she wanted it. She took care of business anyway, and Reitman puts one down. Free ball.
Pass it up.
Cadell to Gould to Hanson. She slams it down. That's a kill from Jill. Hanson showing her power and strength.
Sorry.
That's no problem.
I'm just
It doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all. Y'all should have seen the pickle that Brian Cadell was showing me earlier. That thing must have been the size of a zucchini. I don't think it was a cucumber.
Yeah.
And that's an ace serve from Jada Hawkins. Jada Hawkins, number 45, the libero, or the libero, as some people like to say, with the ace serve. She's going to try again. Griffins picked this one up. Ball's been tipped. It's over. Gould to Hawkins to Reitman. She tips it over. Ball's coming back tipped. Gould was there. Hawkins sets it up to Reitman. She slams it down. That ball's been touched a couple of times. That's 4.
Nope.
No, because the first was a tip. Ball still for the Patriots. Did they get in the net? What was it called? It was 4. Okay, I thought it was 4. I was right. I thought I was wrong, but I was mistaken. I was really right. And Reitman, boy, she slams that one down. The happy birthday, but they're still playing. Oh, Hansen shows her setting abilities.
Yeah.
And that's down. Amanda Schaffner. She slams that one down. Your Patriots are up 9-6. Hawkins back to serve. Ball's over. That was a good hit over from the middle blocker. Gould was there for it. She tried the knuckleball to get it back up. Usually that works, but this one kind of goes off the side of her knuckles and goes straight to the floor. That would be point Griffins. 7 serving feast 9. Ball's up. It's a good serve. Comes right at and hits our equipment. This ball was smoking right on the line. Griffins score 8, serving feast 9. This is a lefty, southpaw. She sends it to almost to the same spot. Hawkins picks this one up. Gould to Amanda Schaffner, and that ball's in. Schaffner showing her power and strength also. She's just on fire at that middle blocker position. Back to serve is Ava Pugh, number 55. She tends to have a lot of mustard on her serves. We'll see what kind of serve that Pugh is going to deliver. And she puts it into play. Very good serve. And a block. And Schaffner picks up her own block. Sends it back. And there's a little confusion in the back row of who should get that. The ball goes to the ground. That'd be a point for the Griffins. The Griffins have 9, Patriots 10. Griffins are serving. Ball's up. Pugh to Gould. Sends it to the right, to the outside. Outside again to Reitman. She puts that one down. Reitman to Gould to Reitman again. She can't get it to go over the net. Well, that was 3 in a row. 2 of them went over nicely.
Hey, play your game. Let's go.
For Reitman. Hawkins to Gould to Reitman. She's waiting. She had perfect position that time. That ball was square over the top of her shoulder, and she knocks it over the net and down cross court, deep into the back left court of the Griffins for the score. Patriots are up 11-10. Hastings back to serve. Beautiful serve. Puts it in play. Griffins back set it. Gould diving save to Hawkins to Cadell. She sends it over in 3. Gould again. Cadell sends it over in 2. She wanted more on that ball. She couldn't quite get to it. Hastings to Pugh, sending it to Cadell. She puts a knuckleball over. And that's over and out. Point feast. No tip. Griffins are asking for a tip, but there wasn't a tip.
No tip.
There was no tip. The line judge is conferring with the up ref. Line judge saw a tip, so there must have been a tip somewhere. Griffins were right. That's a good line judge right there. The line judge is paying attention. The rest of us missed it. Wishful thinking on our part. Griffin's back to serve. And it's knotted up at 11.
Oh my.
Ball goes into play. Pugh couldn't quite get under it enough. She pushed it forward. And have a diving.
Hey,
Gould
play your game. Let's
tried to
go.
save
One
it at the
pass.
net. And that would be point Griffins. Griffins 12, serving Feast 11. Hastings, good pass to Gould, who sends it to Schaffner, who puts it down. Griffins pick it up though. They're coming back with some of their own. Hawkins,
Good hustle.
saved by Hastings. Schaffner,
Double.
ball still in the play. And it looks like a free ball is coming over. It bounced off the net. The middle blocker picks it up for the Griffins, tips it back. Gould is after it, but she's out of position. Goes off her fingertips and to the floor. That'd be a point for the Griffins. 13-11. It's a good volley there. Hawkins to Gould, back sets it to Schaffner. And nobody's home. A good pass to the setter. Setter puts it up in the middle, but there's nobody there for the Griffins. It falls to the floor. That's point. Patriots 12, serving Griffins 13. Schaffner to Pat, back to serve. Beautiful serve. Coming back from the middle blocker. That's Cadell. And Cadell also gets it on the outside. Good hit. Den to Gould, back to Cadell on the outside, and she puts it. It's still in play. But the Griffins couldn't recover. Cadell put it on the ground, and there was a pancake by the Griffins. Over their back middle. She was able to pop it up a little, and they got a second hit. The third hit couldn't get it over the net. Schaffner back to serve. Griffins. They put it in the back row, and it is hit out of bounds. And just like that, your Patriots are up 14-13.
No, you're good.
Amanda Schaffner back to serve, Patriots. Beautiful little jump serve. That's been working for her all season long. And that's a really good hit from the outside hitter of the Griffins, number 10. She's the tallest player on their team. She had good extension over the top of the net. She hit it, we got a tip, and it went out of bounds. That's point to Griffins. It's Griffins 14, Patriots 14. Cadell slam, and that ball's out in the parking lot, folks. That one went down Northwest Military Drive, going to El Paso. On the Cadell Express. Liberty Gould, our setter, is back to serve. So we've had a full rotation in this game. That looked like a double to me from the Griffins. It wasn't called.
Couple of them.
Hawkins to Cadell. It's tipped and down. Point, Patriots, 16-14.
Let's go, Liberty. Keep it rolling.
Liberty Gould back to serve. Beautiful serves up and over. It's been fielded. It's been set for their middle. It's blocked by Hanson. Gould to Hawkins, who back sets it over her back. She bump sets it over her back to Cadell, who slams it home in the back right court of the Griffins.
Keep it rolling, Liberty.
For
Let's
the
go.
17th point of this set. Patriots 17. Griffins 14. Gould back to serve. It's up and over.
Good serve.
They send it over in one. Cadell to Gould to Hanson. Hanson puts too much on it. She wanted to go cross court. She was looking for that back left corner, but she sends it about 3 feet past and hits the line judge's feet. That'll make the Griffins 15, serving Patriots 17. Griffins number 8 is back to serve. Ball's up and over. It goes short to Cadell in the back right and falls.
Come on, move your feet.
In front of her. And that is a serve-receive error by the Patriots, resulting in a point for the Griffins. 16, serving Feast 17. Ball's up. Hastings to Gould, who back sets it to Cadell on the right side. Not only does she get the tip, but it also lands inbounds on the back left, kind of between the middle left, the middle and the back left, towards the back of the court. Beautiful, beautiful hit by Cadell. Making the score now, Patriots 18 versus the Griffins 16. Hannah Dawson back to serve. Anna's one of our seniors on the team. She has a sweet little jump serve. And it's up and over and it's into play. Right down the middle of the court.
Come on!
A double. We've been waiting for that to be called all day.
That's a bad one.
And it's a double on the Griffins. We called for 2 by their setter. Yeah, she touched the ball with both hands.
Get out.
And Dawson's serve is deep, but it drops on the line. So beautiful serve in the back left. And that's a point. Feast, 20. Serving the Griffins, 16. Patriots looking to extend their lead with Dawson's serve. Dawson's focused. Ball's up and over. She sends it short. A short floater right there. That one just goes over the net and drops right at the kill line. Nobody home.
Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling.
And that's easy points. The Griffins won a timeout. And they lost the title game to that Round Rock team. Anna Dawson back to serve, number 19, senior. Ball's up and over, beautiful serve. She sends it deep, back middle. Ball's coming back, and that's gonna land inbounds. It looked like it might go out of bounds, but it had a big arc on it, but not a whole lot of mustard from one of their hitters from the Griffins, and it falls about 3 foot inbounds in the back court. It's 17-21. Patriots with the lead to Hanson. Hanson sends that one back and almost takes one of the bystanders out that's on the sitting on the benches back there. That ball's over 6 more inches, and that there's someone taking a nap. That'd be a rude awakening. That ball had a lot of heat on it. Hanson's got more strength than she knows. Very powerful. Ball's in play from the Griffins to Dawson to Gould, who sets up Hanson, and she sends this one down. And she hits it so hard, it comes back over the net and one, but out of bounds. Wow, she is a powerful player. That Jill Hanson, that's a kill from Jill.
Let's go, Jada.
And it is now 22-18, Patriots with the lead. Hawkins back to serve. She puts it in play. They send it over in one. Hawkins fields it. They send it to Reitman, who really slams it. Somehow the Griffins are recovered. Schaffner puts it down, and it goes straight to the ground after a bad pass from the back left. And that's a kill for Schaffner. It's now Patriots 23, Griffins 18. I think that matches the previous lead of 5. Hawkins puts it in the top of the net, and it rolls down on the Patriots side. A little serving error by the Patriots. It's now 19 Griffins to 23 Feast. Now, Griffins are serving. This is their southpaw, the left-handed server. Number 12 from the Griffins.
Woo! What a reach.
And Schaffner with a high-reaching tip. The ball was set a little high. Her timing was off a little bit, but she's so athletic. She's still able to just extend those fingers up another few inches and tip that ball over for a kill.
Timeout.
Dads are calling for a hopeful safety, Longhorns versus Alabama. As on that timeout, we take a peek on our phones to see what the score might be. Schaffner was up high to try to get that one. And she comes down hard, but it hits the top of the net and rolls to the left on the Patriots side. It is the Griffins 20 serving the Patriots 24. Ball's in play. Pugh to Gould. It's just a little bit out of Gould's reach, and a happy birthday for the Griffins. They take advantage of that, and they knock it down.
Come on, let's go. One pass.
Either number 7 or 17 was credited kill on that one for the Griffins. Griffins back to serve, to Hawkins, to Gould, to Reitman, who's hoping to put it away. It doesn't fall. Here come the Griffins, and that looks like that's just in the back left corner by about a foot. I think everyone was hoping that one would sail
Let's
a little
go.
further. It is now the Griffins 22. Griffins back to serve. I think something to remember from this team is they're not the heaviest hitters, so when they hit it and it looks like it might be going out, it probably isn't. Reitman with the kill. Reitman puts it away on the outside. She slams that down. You should see the extension this year at this Castle Hills bougie gym on the second floor. San Antonio, Texas. This is game 2. Liberty Gould with the serve, puts it into play, and that's an error on the Griffins. They can't handle the serve. No service error by number 1 of the Griffins in the back right. Can't handle the serve from Liberty Gould. Liberty Gould splits those two defenders this time, puts it right between number 1 in the back right and the back middle, number 4, and makes them have to decide who's going to get this ball. It was a wonderful serve by Liberty Gould.
Let's go.
It reserved in a second service error by the Griffins. It is now 2-0 in favor of the Patriots. Liberty Gould sends this one straight down the middle to number 4 of the Griffins, and ball was not handled well by the Patriots that time. There was a tip. We had players kind of out of position, not expecting it to come over so quickly. It results in the ball going out of bounds, side out. Point for the Griffins. It is now Griffins 1. Number 7's back to serve. Griffins 1 serving the Patriots 2. Ball's in play. It goes to Cadell. Gould. She bump sets it to Hanson, who is over on the outside. And of course, Hanson, as soon as she gets that ball over, free ball, she runs to go be the middle blocker because that's her natural position. And ball falls to the floor on the Griffins side. They just weren't really ready for that ball to come over for some reason, some confusion. And it's point Patriots. Senior Anna Dawson serving, number 19. She sends it over. And the ball is an errant pass up a little too high for the net. And that was a happy birthday for Hanson. She slams it down. Anna Dawson back to serve. It is now the Patriots 4, serving the Griffins 1. Dawson's serve is an ace. Mishandled by number 11 in the back left. She tries to pop it up with two hands, and it kind of bounces around on her hands.
Good job.
And goes straight to the floor. Dawson back to serve. She sends it to number 11 again, who struggles, but she's able to recover the ball, but the ball results in a free. And oh my goodness, Hanson sends that ball into next week. Wow, she is powerful. Gould does the quick dump to the middle blocker, who must have been 5 feet above the net, and she slams it down like nobody's business. Dawson back to serve. Patriots 6, Griffins 1. Dawson's serve is just a short little floater. The Griffins are able to pick it up, and it's a good thing. Their ball went into the net because Hanson was up, and as she came down, she accidentally grabbed the net, but the play was already called dead. It is the Patriots 7 and the Griffins 1. Dawson back to serve. Beautiful little jump serve. Oh, she can't quite get it to go over the net. You know, if that was up just about another half inch, I'm certain it would have rolled over and flopped down dead. But unfortunately, it stays on the Patriots side, resulting in a point for the Griffins, just their second point. It was a 7-1 lead, a 6-point lead. That's been reduced 7-2. It's a 5-point lead for the Patriots. Ball's back to Dawson. Gould sets it up for Hanson. They're kind of fumbling over each other. She wasn't able to get position because Gould landed on Hanson's feet. It was blocked by Hanson, but it's on the wrong side of the net. This one hits the top of her elbows and kind of rolls down the chest and down to the floor. Nothing you can do about that. It's just well-placed hit by the hitter. Hawkins, back set by Gould to Den. It's blocked out of bounds. Side out point for the Patriots. It's now 8-3 Patriots. The 5-point lead. Their largest lead was 6. That got reduced down to 5 and then 4, but it's back to 5. Hawkins puts the ball into play. Lots of whistles going here. You can't tell if it's our game or another, but we're still playing. Dawson sent that one over from the back row. Hanson there for the
God,
block.
man.
That's
Oh.
going out of bounds. Dawson smartly lets it go.
Double, lift. Everything called.
Daddy Cadell wanting doubles and lifts to be called, and this ref's just not having it. He's not seeing what we're seeing back here. Hawkins back to serve. We're back to a 6-point lead, and that's a really good hit. It's a really good hit from the Griffins. They put it over just right in the corner and inbounds. Back right, nobody there for that. Beautiful hit, quite frankly. Griffins deserved that point. They earned it. It's Griffins 4, Patriots 9. The southpaw from the Griffins strikes again. She has a beautiful jump serve. Her teammates approve. This number 12, this southpaw, left-handed, she places herself all the way back in the back left court. She likes to serve it to our back right, down the line sometimes. It's got heat coming. Hawkins handles this one nicely, though, and Hanson wants to show them she can hit too. And Hanson there for the block, no need. She scares the other players into hitting it straight into the net, low into the net, I might add. Hanson's a great player. She steps out. Ava Pugh is in to serve. It's Patriots 10, Griffins 5. Pugh serve is really smoking, but it hits the top of the net and falls short. And that would be a serving error by the Patriots to make it Griffins 6 and Patriots 10. And Griffins put it into play back to Dawson. He can't quite handle it. He wasn't really ready for that one. Body position was out. And that is a serve-receive error by the Patriots. They go side out. Point Griffins to make it 7-10 in favor of the Patriots. This serve hits the top of the net and rolls over. Very difficult to defend that. Very, very difficult. Had a lot of heat on it, but when it hit the top of the net and rolled over, it slowed down to a standstill and falls to the floor. Hawkins to Gould to Schaffner, who slams it down from the outside and results in a really bad pass and a passing error from the Griffins. They can't handle Schaffner's heat. Schaffner's just too strong for the Griffins. And that ball goes out of bounds and point Patriots. That makes it Patriots 11, serving the Griffins 8. 3-point lead. Reitman to Gould, who sets up Cadell. No need, the ball goes over the net. And Schaffner there for the block, no need. I think, again, she intimidated that player. That player hits it right into the net, number 7, from the Griffins, who was playing the outside hitter. Ball coming back over the middle, tipped by the outside hitter over the middle. Schaffner does a tip of her own. Shot. Placement over power. That's smart volleyball right there. That Amanda Schaffner's got a very high volleyball IQ. She's been in this league for a long time. Plays like a senior.
I was in.
And Reitman puts it in the back right corner. Nobody home. Hits the line. It's in. Point. Patriots 14, serving 8. That's a 6-point lead. And the ball comes back over 2, which always catches you off guard. You always think it'd be 3. When it comes over in 2 and you're not ready for it, it goes to the floor right in front of Jada Hawkins, a diving Jada Hawkins. You can't quite get to it. That'd be point for the Griffins. Now they didn't mean to send it over in 2. There was a lot of heat on the serve, but it just worked out in their favor. It's the Griffins 9 serving the Patriots 14. Number 1 back to serve. Serving it from the middle backcourt to Gould, who sets up Schaffner. It's blocked. Gould gets the tip, but it hits the net and rolls to Cadell, who can't handle it. And it's out of bounds. Point. Griffins 10, Patriots 14. serve hits the net. Looks like it's going to roll over, but doesn't. Stays on the Griffins side, and Cadell is very happy about that because she knew there was no way she was going to get to that ball. Schaffner back to serve. That beautiful jump serve she's been doing forever. Number 23, and she does it again. Puts it right down the middle. They send it over in one because they can't quite handle it, which works out nicely for the Patriots. When it comes over in one, it's basically a free ball, and the Patriots just make no nonsense work out of that. Beautiful set, beautiful placement, easy points for the Patriots. Schaffner puts this one in the back middle. It looks like it's going to go out. The player pulls away, but it's inbounds. Patriots 17, Griffin 10. That's a 7-point lead, and that is the largest lead for your East Patriots. Schaffner back to serve. Jump serve right down the middle. It comes over in one for a happy birthday for Den, who tips it over. Griffins aren't ready. They're out of position. They're still scrambling from leaning over to try to get that serve. And they have a passing error. It's out of bounds, and Den should be credited with a kill on that one. Ref has blown his whistle. Wants the ball in play. She sends it into the top of the net that time. She didn't quite get the arch that she wanted. The ball was a little bit flat off the hand. But she still gets high fives from the coaching staff. It's a great player right there. Number 5 puts it into play for the Griffins. A little miscommunication on where the ball was being set and where the middle blocker wanted a slide, and somehow, I don't know how Den did that. Did set it up for in front instead of a slide, and Den still manages, even though she's trying to do a slide, she comes back and still tips the ball over. Wonderful athleticism by Den, showing what a great player she is as a middle blocker. There's a lot of spunk too, that number 29. She gets after it. It's a lot of fun to watch. Gould with the serve, and that's an ace. Falls at the feet of number 4 right in front of her. She was not ready for that. Well, it looks like the Griffins are getting a little rattled. She's done. It's in her head. Patriots 20, Griffins 11. Jada Hawkins to Hansen, actually to Gould and then to Hansen, and Hansen puts so much heat on it, it's mishandled, and the Griffins can't recover. That ball's side out. Point, Patriots 21-11 and a 10-point lead. Here's your 10-point lead, folks. That's what we've been waiting for. Get that big lead. Gould puts it into play. A nice recovery by these Patriots. They have a beautiful save, and it results in a hit by Den, who puts it away. Block from the Griffins goes straight to the floor, and we've got ourselves an 11-point lead, 22-11. Liberty Gould back to serve. Ball's up and over. Beautiful serve. Over the top of the net. Got a little bit of that net. Changed the trajectory of that ball.
So
there was a tip up front, but the tip didn't really tip it up. It was more of just a touch, and that ball still went to the floor. It was dropping like a rock, folks. Liberty Gould back to serve. She puts it into play, puts it in the deep right corner. There's a hit coming, but Hansen's there with the block, and she slams it down with the block. Not really a slam, but a beautiful block. Good hand position. Her hands were pointing down, folks. That ball came up. She had her hands at a 45-degree angle, and that ball had no chance but to go straight back down. It is 24-11. Match point. And Liberty Gould sends a beautiful serve. It's a little bit mishandled. Griffins recover. They send it over free, and Hansen wants to put it away and does. And that's the game, folks. 25-11. Your Feast Patriots take this consolation game by 14 points, 25-11 over the Griffins. And a great house.